Bob's a smooth talker, but that's not enough. Somebody should tip him off that no one can get by with B.O. Why not play safe this easy, pleasant way? Take a Lifebuoy bath every day. It's so refreshing. And remember, your daily Lifebuoy bath stops B.O.
It's story time, ladies, and here's Aunt Jenny to tell you another of her real-life stories brought to you by Spry. As I said, brought to you by Spry, the purer, creamier, all-vegetable shortening. Oh, all right, I'll answer it. I just made that last sentence in time. Why, it's Fred Cooper.
Well, hello, Fred. Why didn't you walk right in?
I'm carrying such a load that I couldn't manage the door.
Oh, well, land sakes, Fred. Sit down a spell and rest yourself.
That's just what I'm aiming to do. Thanks, Jenny.
I'll give you a piece of this apple crumb pie that I baked this morning.
Well, I won't refuse, because I figure you owe it to me.
Well, what's the matter, Fred?
Well, just look at this mail sack. Here, heft it, will you? I guess most every woman in these United States must be writing to let you know how much she likes your cookbook, Jenny, and those frosting tints.
Well, cheer up, Fred. There's only one more day for the offer.
Now, that's right, ladies. Tomorrow is the last day that we're making this big double-barreled offer. A copy of Aunt Jenny's own 52-page cookbook, cram-jammed with the most tempting, easy-to-make recipes you ever tasted in your life. For all occasions. Everyday economy dishes, company dishes, why, everything you'll want.
And that's only half the offer, ladies. There's a set of 6 different colored frosting tints comes with it.
Rose, blue, green, yellow, red, and orange.
Say, you know, my wife Ella made a birthday cake yesterday for the little fellow that lives next door to us.
Uh-huh.
And she put white frosting on it and then wrote, Happy Birthday in pink on the top.
Oh, fine. And you know, folks, you can use these tints for candies, too, and jellied salads.
So hurry, ladies, and send for those 2 gift offers today. Now, just send in 1 Spry disc from the top of any can of Spry, plus 10 cents in coin, to Aunt Jenny, Box 19, New York City. And did you get that? It's 1 Spry disc and 10 cents to Aunt Jenny, Box 19, New York City. But do it today, ladies, or you may forget, and then it'll be too late. And now, Aunt Jenny, how about that story?
Ready right away, Danny. Now, you remember, folks, how I told you about Molly Allen, who loved Bill Crawford, and how Bill went on an experimental flight to South America and never returned? Parts of his plane were picked up at sea, but he wasn't ever found. Now, during the course of a whole year, there was no news. And meantime, Chris Johnson, who'd always loved Molly, finally persuaded her to accept him. He knew she didn't love him, but he hoped that she would sometime. Well, about 3 months after they'd been married, Dr. Tim rang the doorbell and...
Dr. Tim, glad you dropped in to see us.
Well, I had to see how the bride and groom were getting along.
Here, Tim, this chair's more comfortable.
Thanks, Molly. You know, thought I might be able to scare up a game of chess with you people if you're not doing anything.
Oh, gosh, Tim, that'd be fine, but... Well, as a matter of fact, I've been trying to get Molly to go out tonight. It's been weeks since she's been anywhere, and tonight we thought of...
Oh, well, in that case, I bite my lip, I bow gracefully, and make my exit. Some other night.
No, why don't you come along with
Dr.
us?
Tim, don't give up. You and Chris will be able to play chess. Here, I'll set the chessmen out for you.
But, Molly...
Chris, I don't feel at all like going out.
Oh, but Molly, I don't want to spoil Chris's party.
I wouldn't have gone even if you hadn't come.
Don't you feel well, Molly?
As well as I ever do.
Molly, what you need is a change of...
No, don't try to be a doctor, Tim. You and Chris just play chess, and if you don't mind, I'll go upstairs. They're all set out for you now.
But look, Molly, if you feel tired, why don't you lie down here on the Davenport, and then later Tim and I'll make some coffee.
No, Chris, I'd rather go upstairs. You'll excuse me, won't you, Tim?
Well, of course, Molly.
And I'm sorry that I don't feel like going out.
Oh, that's all right, Molly. We'll run up and see you later. Well, Tim, that's the way it's been for months.
Not much fun for either of you, is it?
Oh, I don't mind about myself.
But you're worried about Molly.
Mm-hmm. Tim, the marriage just hasn't worked out. We've both tried, but, well, it's no dice. Upstairs now, she'll take out Bill Crawford's picture and those crazy postcards I used to send her, and she'll just lie there staring at them. It's over a year since Bill Crawford was lost, but for Molly, he's as much alive as he was the day his plane took off for South America.
You married Molly, taking a chance that she'd learn to love you.
Yeah, I went into it with my eyes open, Tim, but I guess I slipped up on one thing. I underestimated a ghost.
A ghost?
Mm-hmm. The ghost of Bill Crawford. He's been with us right along. It was there the day we married, there on the honeymoon, there when we came back here and took this house. We've never really been married, not from the start. A little while ago, you said a woman could be a bride for 50 years if she wanted to be. Molly's never been a real bride.
Well, sometimes ghosts fade away, Chris.
Oh, not this one, Tim. He's getting stronger all the time. For Molly, he's more real now than I am. She's trying to hide it because she doesn't want to hurt me. But she's slipping back, Tim, back to the way she was just after the crash, and I can't do anything but watch and pray for a miracle.
Chris, the other day you said you had an offer from a bank in South America to go into their legal department. Was it a good offer?
The kind of a break that comes once in a lifetime.
Have you done anything about it yet?
Well, I didn't want to tell Molly till I was sure the offer was definite.
Well, I'm not sure my advice has worked out so far, but do you want another piece of it?
What, Tim?
If they do offer you this job, and it's as good as you say, take it and clear out of here as fast as you can.
Oh, I mean to, but, well, I'm not sure how Molly will take it.
Well, that's just why you have to take this South American offer, to get Molly out of here. A new country, a new start. Ghosts can travel, but they're like ball clubs. Not so good away from their home parks. I'd say take this job, Chris, and maybe you'll have a child later on.
It's a little thing, Tim. But Molly has never even called me darling.
That's not a little thing, Chris.
Let's get the chess game started, huh, Tim?
Okay. I'll take the black.
It's my move then, huh?
Yes, Chris, it's your move. And for your sake and Molly's, make it a big one.
Molly.
Yes, Chris.
Last week, I think it was the day before Dr. Tim was over here playing chess. I had a job offered to me in the legal department of a bank. More money and a wide open future.
Oh, I'm glad for you. You've worked so hard. You deserve something like this. When does the job start?
Well, as soon as we get there.
Get there. It's not here in town?
No, it's in South America, Molly.
South America.
It's the branch of a New York banking house. You see, this country's doing more trading with South America all the time.
South America? Why, that would mean leaving everything. The clients you've built at Dr. Tim, all your friends.
Well, Dr. Tim said I'd be crazy if I didn't take it, Molly. It means the difference between just getting along all my life and really being a success.
Chris, if it's as good a chance as that, you ought to go. But I can't go with you.
Molly, I couldn't go without you. You know that.
Chris, I don't want to leave this town. Ever.
But why not? You haven't been happy here.
There's a part of me here. And I'd feel as if I were deserting if I went away from it. I wish I could go with you, Chris. You deserve this chance. I want you so much to be happy.
You're the one I want to see happy, Molly. That's why I want you to come. I wish you could leave this haunted town tomorrow, but if you can't...
Why did you say that, Chris? This haunted town.
Well, let's not fool ourselves, Molly. This town is haunted for you, and you know it. That's why you want to stay.
Chris, I can tell you this from the bottom of my heart. For your sake, because you've been so kind and so decent, I wish it weren't haunted for me. But it is. And I guess that's all there is to it. I'm your wife, and I'll always be as long as you want me. But I can't help how I feel.
Molly, let's forget about this now. I'll turn the job down.
No, don't do that.
Well, I'll just put it on the shelf and forget about it. If they want to get someone else, they can. Other chances come along, and meanwhile, you and I can try to do better right where we are.
Chris, you've tried for months to get me to take a weekend up in the mountains. I'll go this week if you'd like.
Will you, Molly?
We'll start Friday. You can take your fishing tackle.
Oh, that's...
And I promise I'll try to cook anything you can.
The doorbell is pretty late for anybody to be calling.
I'll answer.
No, I'll go. Oh, Dr. Tim.
Chris, is Molly here?
Well, sure. Come on in.
Dr. Tim, what is it? You're as pale as a ghost.
A ghost? You're nearer right than you think, Molly.
Tim, what is it?
I just had a cable from South America.
South America?
They found Bill Crawford. He's alive.
Oh, Doctor.
Tim, she's fainted.
She'll be all right. Get me some water.
Water, all right.
Hurry up. Molly, Molly, it's Dr. Tim. Molly.
Dr. Tim. Oh, Tim, I thought you came in here and said...
I did say it, Molly, and it's true.
Bill Crawford's alive?
From what I can make out, he's still in pretty bad shape, but he's alive, Molly, and they've started him on the ship back for New York.
Oh, Tim, this is what I've always believed.
Tim, the water.
She'll be all right now. It was a shock of the news.
Tim, it's wonderful if it's true. Bill's really alive.
He's alive, Chris, and coming back. The fisherman who picked him up didn't have a radio or any contact with the world outside, and Bill's skull must have been fractured when the plane hit. That's why we didn't hear.
Oh, Tim.
They took him back to their village, probably thinking he was a sailor. And with the injury, Bill was half out of his head for nearly a year, not able to tell them anything.
But he is alive, Tim.
Yes, alive, Molly. Molly, what's the matter?
Molly, what is it?
I just remembered. Bill and I were to have been married when he came back. But now...
But now, you're married to Chris.
Well, now, Jenny, you know, it was hard to see how they'd get out of that mess.
It was terrible. Poor Molly didn't know what to do. She didn't want to hurt Chris, but she still loved Bill devotedly.
Yeah, I guess she did. Plumb crazy about him. I felt sorry for all three of them.
I guess we all did, Fred. And my, oh me, the amount of talk that went flying around Littleton. Molly should do this, and Molly should do that, and Molly always loved Bill, and Molly should remember she married Chris for better or worse. And I guess poor Molly was thinking all those thoughts, too, because of what she decided.
Now, never mind what she decided, Aunt Jenny. That's the climax, the point of the whole story, and that's got to be saved for tomorrow.
Well, this apple crumb pie can't be saved for tomorrow, not after the dent I made in it. Danny here was only a split second behind me when it come to taking another piece.
Well, it's a grand pie, Aunt Jenny. I don't believe I ever tasted one just like it before.
No, me either. You know, I thought I knowed most every kind of apple pie there is, but this one's new to me. It's a humdinger. Say, what's that good tasting stuff on top of it, Jenny?
Oh, listen, Fred. It's a one-crust pie, ladies, with a brown sugar and nut topping. And a lot of you will find the receipt in a new spry ad that's going to be in your papers either tomorrow night or tonight.
Well, I'm going to tell my wife to be looking for that. You know, I'm mighty fond of things made with apples, and the new crop's coming in right now.
Yes, it sure is. And I guess your folks are real fond of apples, too, ladies. So I just want to tell you that in this cookbook of mine that we're suggesting you send for, you'll find all kinds of good apple receipts.
Yes, there are 2-crust pies and 1-crust pies and deep dish pies and apple fritters and baked apple dumpling and Dutch apple cake, just to mention a few. Mm-hmm. And ladies, when you serve a tender, flaky apple pie, you want to get the full, fine flavor of your apple filling, don't you? Now, you don't want to be conscious with every bite you take that your crust's a little off flavor. Then make purer crust with Spry. No off flavors in tender, flaky Spry crust.
And the reason for that, folks, is because Spry stays fresh longer. That's one of the 3 extra advantages it brings you.
Spry creams so easily, too. And that makes quick, easy work of cake mixing. And Spry is purer, and that means no unpleasant acrid odor when you fry. Now, remember, Spry is the only shortening that brings you all 3 of these advantages. So, isn't it very much to your advantage to get Spry?
There's only one answer they can make to that, Dan.
Yes, and they're making that answer, Fred. Millions of women have changed to Spry, and thousands more are doing so every day. So join the parade. Get Spry from your grocer this afternoon and send it once for the cookbook and frosting tins. Because remember, tomorrow is the very last time this offer will be made. So better sit down and send for yours right now. You know, for your convenience, your grocer has a special order blank. Ask him for it. But most important of all, remember it takes just 1 Spry disc and 10 cents in coin to get a big 52-page cookbook and a set of 6 different colored frosting tints. And be sure to get the address right. It's Aunt Jenny, Box 19, New York City. And ladies, don't you forget to hear how this story of Bill and Molly and Chris turned out. It seemed like an unsolvable tangle at the time. Wouldn't you say so? Molly kept saying over and over and over,
how can I hurt Chris after he's been so good, so understanding? And yet I love Bill more than life itself.
You see, no matter what happened, someone was bound to be hurt. What did they finally do? You'll find out tomorrow. True names are never used in Spry's real-life stories. Dan Seymour speaking. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Here is the district weather forecast. Fair tonight and Friday, cooler with lowest temperature about 54 degrees tonight. Slowly rising temperature Friday, gentle north backing to west winds. 11 o'clock the correct time. WJSV, Washington.
Well, friends, the long-awaited D-Day is here. And in Littleton, as in thousands of other towns, hamlets, and cities throughout our country, the churches are open for prayer. Aunt Jenny herself has just returned and has been talking out by the front gate with Martha Reynolds, one of whose boys has been in England with the invasion forces. And here's Aunt Jenny now.
Folks, you heard what Danny just said. And I guess there's not one of us but has someone near and dear in the service of our country. A husband, a son, a sweetheart.
Or maybe the boy down the street who was just a kid only a few years ago.
That's right. And whoever they are, wherever they are, our hearts are with them today. And our thoughts go out especially to the men and boys who are invading Europe to bring liberty to the starving, conquered people.
And now the time's come that these oppressed nations have been looking forward to for so long.
And, ladies, it's up to us home folks to help our men and boys by keeping our faith in them strong and unwavering as they fight to stamp out the forces of evil and oppression. So now, friends, let's join in a brief prayer for the safety and success of our loved ones. Dear Heavenly Father, be with our boys today. They're fighting that liberty and right may prevail. Give them the strength that is beyond human strength. Sustain and comfort them, and grant that the light of victory may begin to shine in the not-too-distant future, and that our boys will come home to us again. Friends, for the sake of our dear ones in the service, let's all firmly resolve anew this day that we'll not relax our efforts, that we'll continue to do everything in our power to help win the war, to back up our brave fighting men and women. God bless them, every one.
And now for your story, Aunt Jenny.
Well, friends, you remember Claire Rogers was just like a daughter to old Anthony Abbott before he died. His only son, Jim, had run away from home years ago after an auto accident.
And then Jim came back to Littleton, not knowing his father was dead.
That's right, Danny. Martha Reynolds told him. She was at the traveler's aid desk that morning. She told him, too, that he'd inherited some money. But as she didn't know the name of his father's lawyer, she told him to go down to the newspaper office and talk to Calvin. Well, early that afternoon, Jim went to the Clarion office to get a copy of the newspaper carrying the notice of his father's death. And then Calvin was saying...
I was just going home for a bite of lunch, Mr. Abbott. Glad to share it with you.
Well, that's very kind of you, Mr. Wheeler, but I haven't time today.
Oh, that's too bad.
Here's the paper, Mr. Wheeler.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Pete.
The article about Mr. Abbott is on the front page, along with the pictures, boss.
Ah, good.
Why did Pete say that? I mean, how did he know that I wanted to see the article about Mr. Abbott?
Oh, people around the newspaper office have a way of putting one and two together. We don't always get the right answer. Sometimes we learn too late to our sorrow, but...
You and Pete recognize me, too.
Yes. I'd like to help you in any way I can, Mr. Abbott.
Well, thank you. But I'm not at all sure I'll stay here, and I had in mind slipping away with as little commotion as possible.
No explanation is necessary. If you don't find what you want in the paper, just let me know.
I decided I couldn't leave without going to my father's attorney. It was his name that I wanted to get from the paper without asking anyone for it directly.
Oh, I understand. Well, I'll tell you, he's Will Hunter. His office is 2 blocks down the street on the right-hand side in the yellow brick building in the center of the block.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, and goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, and good luck, Jim.
You said it, boss. Good luck. That guy sure looks like he could stand a little luck.
Yes, he does, Pete.
Can you feature a trip like that? Being the son of good old Anthony Abbott, inheriting all that dough, and looking like such a sourpuss about it. Or was it an act, a cover-up? For fear it'd show how gosh all fire tickle he was, the nice old guy had kicked off.
I don't believe I saw Jim Abbott just like you did, Pete. His eyes were as gentle as a woman's. No, that's not it. They were...
Yeah, I know, boss. They looked like if he was a girl, he'd have been blubbering fit to drown us. And if it was an act, he can sure deliver the goods, costume and all. Boy, that suit's so thin that if he had sneezed real hard, it'd have been gone with the wind.
I'm Jim Abbott.
Well, how do you do? This is indeed a surprise. Do sit down, Mr. Abbott.
Thank you. I probably should have notified you that I was coming, but I didn't know that I was myself until about an hour ago.
You've been in town only an hour, Mr. Abbott, or may I call you Jim?
If you like. But about coming in town, I came in on an early train this morning, but...
Oh, I see. You mean that you only learned within the hour of your father's demise and the legacy he left you?
No, I learned of that soon after I arrived.
Oh, I see.
It took me some time to decide whether or not I wanted to make any inquiry about the money I was told my father had left me.
May I ask why you would have to decide on such a matter, Mr. Abbott?
Well, I think it's only fair to tell you that I still haven't made up my mind as to what I'll do in regard to it, but I would like very much to find out what my father's last wishes were and ask if he perhaps left any personal message for me.
Yes, Mr. Abbott, there's a letter, but I do not have it in my possession.
Well, where is it? Who has it?
A girl by the name of Claire Rogers has it. She came in after her work every day and cared for your father, and he loved her like a daughter.
Well, this girl was a nurse?
No, it seems your father befriended her when she came here some 6 or 7 years ago, and Claire never forgot it.
Oh, I see.
Now, as to the terms of the will, you are to receive a certain sum each month for the first year. The sum isn't large, but will be sufficient for your personal needs.
Well, I wasn't thinking of my current needs, Mr. Hunter. I'm able to manage. What I want is my father's letter to me.
Of course. I'll call Claire after her work and tell her you're coming for it. But first, I want to make the other terms of the will clear to you.
Very well, sir.
Briefly, they are this. After the year is up, you are to be given full possession of your father's entire legacy.
Well, I don't know that I'd feel right in taking it after the way I've...
In this matter, you do not have only yourself to consider, Jim, as the will, including your monthly allotment, is null and void unless you agree within 2 weeks' time to a certain stipulation your father has made.
Stipulation? Well, that doesn't sound like my father. But since he made it, he must have felt he had some good reason for it. And I couldn't blame him if he'd lost all faith in me.
His faith in you, Jim, never wavered. And the stipulation is that you marry Claire Rogers.
Marry? Marry?
Yes. Marry the girl who cared for your father so long.
Oh, but see here. The kind of a girl I'd want to marry wouldn't be the kind of a girl who'd have me.
I believe you'll regret having said that when you meet Claire Rogers.
I regret having said it now. I regret ever having to think such a thing about any girl or about myself. But look at me. Shabby, lame. I'd be a pretty poor bet for any girl, even with the money, if I had to be thrown in along with it.
What you're really trying to say, Jim, is that any girl who would marry you would be marrying just for the money. Isn't that it?
Well, wouldn't she? Wouldn't she? What other reason could a girl who... Oh, never mind. Please tell Claire Rogers that I'll not impose on her, and that if she'll send me my letter, we'll call it quits. Or does she know about the stipulation?
Yes, she knows. And wait a minute, Jim. You better think this over a little. Claire cared for your father without thought of return for herself.
Well, that sounds very pretty, but if you'd knocked around the world as much as I have, you'd know that those things just don't happen without a motive behind them.
Again, I say, you'll regret those words when you meet Claire.
Mr. Hunter, you may think you can tell by looking at me what my life has been, only you can't. I mean, there are certain things that I still have ideals about.
Jim, it was your father's last wish, expressed to me, that I would promise him not to let you bolt without meeting and talking with Claire. Now, you wouldn't refuse your father's last wish just to talk with her, would you, Jim?
No, I guess I couldn't do that.
Good. I'll take you, too.
No, thank you. If I must see her, I want to do it alone. Rogers, I've been here 2 hours, and we've talked about everything except what I came to talk to you about.
I'd like it much better if you'd call me Claire. You see, I've known you for such a long, long time, Jim, through your father, that... Well, please call me Claire. And let's not talk about anything that disturbs you this afternoon. I'm sure there are still other things that you want me to tell you about your father.
You've been very thoughtful to tell me all the things you have.
Oh, I'll remember lots more as time goes along. Do you mind if I ask you something?
No.
You went to the cemetery this morning, as soon as you found out about your father, didn't you?
Well, how did you know?
Because there were fresh flowers there. When I went on my weekly visit this afternoon after work.
You mean that you take flowers out to him every week?
He loves flowers, Jim. Somehow I believe you do, too, don't you?
Why,
I mean, I saw you looking at the sweet peas there on the desk. They're out of the garden. My landlady lets us roomers plant things in.
Look, all this talk, Don't do it. I'm pretty well washed up, and I don't take this sympathy very well.
Oh, Jim. What a word to use between us.
Us? Well, that sounds as though you had already accepted the stipulation my father made for us to marry.
Well, I have.
Without ever having seen me? Why?
Well, Jim, maybe I can answer that better by saying that now that I have seen you, you're just as I thought you'd be from what your father told me of you. Just as fine, just as sensitive, and just as lost.
All right. If that's the way you want it, and the money means enough to you to take it, even if you have to have me thrown in with it, I guess you've earned it.
Oh, Jim.
I'll call you tomorrow and make arrangements for the wedding.
Wedding arrangements. Well, do you suppose Claire agreed to marry Jim because of his inheritance, Aunt Jenny?
Well, Danny, when a girl's had to work hard for years, money can make a big difference. But don't you go jumping to conclusions. You listen next time. Because right now, I want to appeal to all you wives and mothers. In times of anxiety, you are the one the whole family looks to for hope and strength.
That's right.
So even though it may be difficult, I'm appealing to you to be as strong and cheerful and matter-of-fact as possible.
True names are never used in Spry's real-life stories. Brought to you by SPRY, Spry, the improved all-vegetable shortening. Dan Seymour speaking.
Extra, extra. Lux helps you get extra wear from rayon stockings.
Yes, strain test proves stockings last twice as long with Lux Care. Get extra wear from every pair with Lux Care. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Time now for Spry's double feature treat of the day. Aunt Jenny's thrilling real-life story.
And tender, spry oatmeal muffins.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Spry Time here in Aunt Jenny's kitchen. And it's leftover Monday again, isn't it, Aunt Jenny?
Right, Danny. I've assembled what's left over from our Sunday dinner. And with delicious, nourishing, spry oatmeal muffins, there'll be just enough. Land sakes, how good hot bread does fill out a meal.
Oh, you bet. And how light, tender, golden, spry hot breads do round out enjoyment and add energy to a meal, too. Now, folks, try Aunt Jenny's swell, spry oatmeal muffins. You'll find them extra easy to make with soft, creamy spry.
Ladies, that's because it's not necessary to melt spry. Just cut it in, and you'll be delighted how quickly amazing spry blends with your other ingredients.
Why, you'll say muffins made with pure all-vegetable spry are extra delicate in flavor, too. You get all the good nut-like flavor of the rolled oats and never the slightest off flavor Because Spry's the shortening that's tops in purity and blandness.
And in these days, when every ounce of food is so urgently needed, we can't afford expensive, wasteful failures. So, ladies, rely on Spry and be sure that every bit of food you bake or fry will be eaten and enjoyed.
Right. Now, folks, be listening after the story for Aunt Jenny's tip on making delicious Spry oatmeal muffins. They're swell for breakfast and plenty good as a dessert bread. Well, Aunt Jenny, we've already heard how Eric Gibson, the famous illustrator and painter, had discovered a strange shadow in the eyes of innocent, sheltered Lynn Cotter while painting her portrait for a magazine cover. And Lynn had confessed that her Aunt Matilda had told her that her father had died insane.
And it was a great blow to Eric, because Lynn refused to marry him after what she'd learned. And Eric, deeply in love with Lynn, had decided to find out if Matilda Cotter had told the truth. He traced Lynn's father back to the nursing home where he had died 10 years ago.
One more step up that fence and I'll blast your leg off.
I've got to see Matilda Cotter.
You heard me.
Put that gun down, Joe. You can't threaten me.
You're trespassing. You seen the sign, now get.
I warn you, put that gun down.
And I'm warning you, young fella, you get and get fast. Or by thunder, I'll fix you so you can't get.
All right, I'll go. But I'll be back with the authorities.
Dirty troublemaker. If I never let you set foot in the place, we'd had no misery.
Now, look, Jode. I don't know what part you're playing in all this, but I'm telling you now it's getting dangerous. Because I know the whole story, and I'm going to tell Lynn, and nothing's going to stop me.
She's been told, and it near broke her heart because of the likes of you. Now get, my finger's getting mighty itchy.
Lynn's been told a lie, Jode. I found out the truth last night in Metropole.
Why, you...
Oh, no, you don't. I told you not to raise that gun. Now, get up.
I'll get you for this if I die trying.
I said get up. Now, you get back up to the farm and tell Miss Matilda that I went to the Hampton nursing home last night, and I know the real cause of Frederick Cotter's death. I'm not going to enter here illegally now. But you tell her I'll be back, and soon.
What you hinting at?
You know what I'm talking about.
No, wait, come back here. I tell you I want to know.
I drove straight to the office of Sheriff Ezra Law and told him the whole story. He couldn't help me, but he did tell me that Dr. Allen was the only person Matilda Cotter ever spoke to. Well, about an hour later, I was driving back to Hill Farm with Dr. Allen beside me, the man who held the last piece to the puzzle.
Mr. Gibson, come quick. Something's happened to Matilda.
Where is she, Jode?
She's in the house. She started carrying on something fierce when I told her you was telling me about the nursing place.
Come on, Dr. Allen. Miss Cotter. Miss Cotter, where are you?
The living room.
Miss Cotter.
Go away.
Miss Cotter, you're going to talk to me whether you like it or not.
What do you want? Lynn isn't here.
You know me, Miss Carter. I'm Dr. Allen. I treated you for migraine headaches a few months ago.
What do you want?
This boy came to me with a story that has to be cleared up. And I happen to know some of the facts, Miss Carter.
Yes.
Miss Cotter, why did you tell Lynn her father died of insanity?
I don't...
Now, I want the truth, Miss Cotter. You see, I found out last night that he died of tuberculosis.
Oh, please.
I think I can tell you, Miss Carter. When you came to me, you asked me if migraine headaches were hereditary, didn't you?
Yes.
And I told you that in some instances there was an inherited tendency toward a nerve weakness that brought them on.
Yes, you did.
And you wanted to know if they were a sign of approaching insanity.
Yes. Yes, I did, and they are. I know it.
But I told you they were not.
I didn't believe you. I still don't.
All your life, you've had a deep fear of insanity because of those headaches. Haven't you?
Yes, sometimes I'm sure I'm going insane when they get bad. Seems I can't stand them another minute.
What has that got to do with Lynn?
I was trying to protect her.
Do you still maintain that her father was insane?
No, he wasn't.
That's all I wanted to know. Where's Lynn? I'm going to tell her the truth.
Wait. Let me tell her, please. If she ever finds out what I did, she'll hate me for the rest of her life. I'd lose her forever. I've been wrong, and I want to repair the damage I've done to Lynn if I can.
What do you think, Dr. Allen?
I think it would be best for Miss Carter to tell her it was all a mistake. If all you've told me of Lynn's innocence is true, she shouldn't have her faith shattered in her aunt. Now, you understand, Miss Carter, this is not for your sake, but for your niece.
Yes, I know. I don't deserve to be let off so lightly. But, Mr. Gibson, I swear to you I did it because I loved her. Not for any other reason. I wanted only to shelter her from harm.
If you can convince Lynn, Miss Carter, that it was all a mistake, I'll never tell her the truth.
Can I see her sometime after she's gone?
Why, of course. I don't hate you, Miss Carter, because you've really loved her. I know that. I love her, too, and she loves us both. Between Lynn and I, we'll try to keep you from being too lonely.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for understanding, and thank you for helping me, Dr. Allen. You've lifted a great fear from my heart.
I could have done it months ago if you'd been honest with me.
Will you wait outside while I tell Lynn?
Now, Eric, I tell you, nothing's going to happen to that girl. Not now.
But I'm afraid for her, Doctor. What if her aunt tells her another lie?
Oh, you're all off, my boy. Matilda Carter didn't know she was lying. To herself, she thought she was telling the truth. Because Matilda Carter for years has feared insanity and believed she would go insane from those headaches. So she thought she was only juggling the truth a little in what she told Lynn.
Dr. Allen, is there any chance that Matilda Carter might go insane?
Oh, no, Eric. That's just a fear a great many people have when they're emotionally overwrought.
Oh, poor old woman. I can't help feeling sorry for her. Sounds almost like battle fatigue.
There are many kinds of battles, my boy, many kinds.
Eric?
I reckon that's my cue to go sit in the car.
Lynn, darling.
Eric, Aunt Matilda told me. I'm free. There was nothing at all wrong with my father.
No, darling.
Oh, it's like my dream. Like my little girl dream all come true. Just like Daddy said it would.
In my dream, too, Lynn. Look at me, darling. Your eyes are as clear as crystal again. That shadow's gone.
Can you finish painting the picture now, Eric?
Yes, darling.
And then you'll take me away?
Yes. But I'm afraid that it won't be like your dream. My white horse is a jeep. And my castle is, well, maybe a little home here in Littleton, where we can be close to the country and sky and trees.
And I can come see Aunt Matilda and Jode. Poor old Jode.
Why poor old Jode? I thought you were afraid of him.
Not anymore. That night that Aunt Matilda told me about my father, he was out on the back steps, crying because I had to be told.
Jode crying?
He told me that my father was the kindest man he'd ever known.
At last you're friends with the fox. Well, I guess you know the rest of my story, Aunt Jenny.
Yes, indeed, Eric. It created quite a sensation when the folks in Littleton heard of you and Lynn Cotter being married, and then her picture coming out in the Easter cover of the Ladies' Review magazine.
Well, Aunt Jenny, I've certainly enjoyed visiting you and Calvin this evening, and I want to thank you for listening to my story. I better run along now and pick up my wife. She's out visiting her Aunt Matilda and Jode. Well, Aunt
Aunt Jenny, I don't think I've ever heard a more thrilling love story.
And I feel mighty lucky in having those two wonderful people so close. Because Lynn and Eric Gibson are living just 2 doors from me, right here on Indian Hill in Littleton.
Well, now, Aunt Jenny, how about those tempting spry oatmeal muffins?
Well, they are wonderfully delicious. And, ladies, they help save precious wheat flour. Now, to make them, just use your favorite oatmeal muffin recipe. And to give the muffins an extra good nut-like flavor, toast the rolled oats in a moderate oven about 10 minutes before mixing.
Folks, try a batch and see how temptingly tender and delicate muffins are when they're made the spry way. Say, every crumb will be eaten with relish and never a bit wasted.
Yes, that's right, ladies. And we must avoid waste. You know, it's a startling thing to know that the bread wasted in our country would actually give 2.5 million starving people in Europe and Asia 3/4 of a pound of bread a day.
But delicious hot breads made the spry way never go begging. So, folks, don't take chances on food-wasting failures in any of your baking and frying. A tested spry recipe and new spry give you the magic combination for success in all your cooking. Look for tested recipes for delectable hot breads, pies, cakes, and fried foods on the spry labels. Try those recipes and see if your cooking doesn't bring you praise and compliments galore.
And, ladies, if your grocer can't supply you with spry the first time you ask, we're sure you'll ask again. Remember, no other type of shortening gives you spry's magic cake improver secret. It's a bonus. For all you bake and fry, rely on spry.
And now, Aunt Jenny, have you a golden thought for today?
Yes, Danny. Calvin read these lines to me last night. To look fearlessly upon life, to accept the laws of nature not with meek resignation, but as her sons who dare to search and question, to have peace and confidence within our souls, these are the beliefs that make for happiness.
Splendid, Aunt Jenny. Folks, we'll be expecting you back with us tomorrow for Spry's double feature treat of the day. Aunt Jenny's thrilling real-life story.
And a grand treat for lunch or supper, salmon or tuna in spry cream sauce on hard rolls.
How long do your stockings last? Use Lux to keep them lovely twice as long. Strong soap or cake soap rubbing weakens elasticity, invites runs. With Lux Care, stockings don't pop in the runs nearly so quickly. Last twice as long, strain tests show. If your dealer's out of Lux, try again soon. Lux cuts down needless runs.
This is Dan Seymour again, inviting you to join us tomorrow for Aunt Jenny's thrilling real-life story. Brought to you by Spry. Sensational new Spry with cake improver. Rely on Spry. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.